So the majority of your deals to this point, I mean, is it people coming to you? Do you have friends out, feelers out all over the place? Do you kind of cold call and knock? One of those people that send us emails every day that's really interested in buying businesses. I get like 12 of these a day now, it feels like, from various aggregators. Like, where does most of the deal flow come from?
I mean, it's a combination of everything that you just mentioned. A lot of inbound, and that's a function of building a reputation in the market, having some credibility, having closed a number of transactions. The seller community in some cases is very small. People talk. Yeah. If someone had a successful exit, they do talk. They talk about who the buyer was, what the experience of selling that business was. Was it sort of a fair, transparent process that went on, that was done so pretty quickly and smoothly, or did it not go as well, or did it not even conclude in the worst case scenario? So reputation is tremendously important, and we place a lot of value that to really become a seller-centric buyer, and that's also how we chose the name Seller X. The X is sort of that variable that describes our sort of ability to customize things to each seller, and recognizing that each seller has different motivations, different incentives, and different circumstances, and trying to sort of customize a tailor-made sort of solution for every seller. So it's a lot of inbound, but also we do reach out as well. We try and be considerate, and I don't think we do. Bombard sellers. We don't do sort of any mass outreach emails. It's really, we identify specific categories, specific niches that we really like. In some cases, we already own a brand and like to sort of add another business that we really like, a lot of portfolio of products to our portfolio, and then we would reach out in a very targeted way. And then you do have a network of brokers as well. A lot of them have popped up as well, probably just as many or even more than there are buyers. There's just as many, if not more brokers that we also make sure we have a good relationship with as well. So it's lots of different channels that we get great targets from.
Yeah, and I definitely think the word of mouth thing is where the majority of this is going to probably come from over the years to come. I mean, I'm speaking at Rhodium Weekend, for instance, tomorrow. Actually, we're recording this right before that, and it's just, you're in a room with 300 people and everyone's talking, and a lot of people have exited. And how did it go? Well, it was a great experience, or it was an awful experience, and if it was awful, you'll probably never get anyone in that room ever to deal with you ever again. And same thing with like e-commerce fuel or MDS, these types of communities. And there's been a lot of deals that have closed, and people are discussing them, and the ones that have gone well, I think, are just easy word of mouth for getting the next deal.
And by the way, that's what I would recommend any seller to do in any case. Get some references. Talk to other folks who have sold to a particular buyer and see what their experience was like. Don't just talk to a potential buyer and believe them. Do your own research. Talk to other sellers who sold to that particular buyer.
Yep, absolutely.